These live videos are like my happy place. I hope you guys enjoy them too. Thanks for the thumbs up already, you guys. I really appreciate the support. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Alyssa, and tonight we're gonna be doing dream boards together. And that's the plan. I have like, you can't even see all the stuff I have here. It's a lot of stuff. And I don't usually do this at night, but I feel like more people can make it at night. And of course, the lighting is like driving me crazy as always. So I don't know, I just have to let that go. So usually I shoot during the day because available light is just so amazing from the sun. There's nothing better, but, and I don't have like an amazing light kit. So we got a little thing going here and hopefully this works. I'm gonna give people some time to find the video and get their supplies together. What you need is a poster board. I think if you don't have a poster board, you could even use a journal or just a piece of paper from your printer if you have a printer. I actually don't have a printer, but if you still have a printer, you could just grab a sheet of paper. You could use a napkin. Really, you could just use any surface or journal or piece of paper to either write a few things down and then go to Michael's and get all of your fabulous supplies and glitter, or if you're like me and you love like collecting all kinds of scraps that are meaningful to you. You guys have no idea. I moved, gosh, it was in October, and I threw out so much stuff. I keep pieces of paper like they're valuable, and they're valuable to me, but anyways, so if you're like me and you have a bunch of crafting supplies or scraps or meaningful tickets or anything, you could use those. Now, some of my scraps are so meaningful to me, I don't feel comfortable putting them on the poster board, so I'll take a picture of them and then maybe have it printed. So you can use a lot of different apps to print your pictures from your phone, or if you have a computer, a desktop computer, or a cell phone, you can do screen grabs of like your favorite images online and then go have those printed. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. It can be as basic as just grabbing a pen and writing down your dreams and putting it up on your mirror so you see it every morning. Or it could be as elaborate as like going to the craft supply store. I got this like big poster board and getting supplies, pens that make you happy, that inspire you. Like I said, glitter glue. I mean, I really just got the poster board because I didn't want to go overboard, because I end up spending money on crafts and then like having too much stuff and throwing it out. So I'm just gonna make do with what I have here. But I did get some colored paper just to jazz it up a little bit, and then any leftover my daughter can use. My daughter Raleigh, she's 5. She just went back to kindergarten on Zoom today, so I'm always needing supplies for her so she can have the leftover. And those were only like $3, that whole pack at Target. So again, I'm just gonna give people time to get here. Before we start in, I know a lot of you might be here because I said storyboards work. I have proof. I do. I have proof. I feel like I have a few different examples of how storyboards have worked for me over the years, but I do have one pretty hard proof. And so I don't know, you guys can let me know what you think. I'm gonna share that in a little bit. So I have not forgotten about the title. It wasn't just a come on. I am going to share that like right at the beginning. But first I just wanna do like a few quick announcements and just give people a chance to join and get supplies. And then those of you that watch the playback, I'd say on my channel, more people, excuse me, more people watch the playback than the live. So if you're one of those people watching the playback, go ahead and pause the video and get all your supplies together. Make yourself a cup of tea or whatever is your pleasure, a glass of wine, and let's sit down and do this together. I'm really excited. I feel like this channel is so great at like motivating me to get right on like projects and goals. So thank you guys, because all of you help motivate me to like get a jump start on this year. The last time I did a dream board was 2 years ago, and let me tell you, so many of those things happen. Like, it's crazy, and I'll go through that later, but it's insane. Like, so hopefully this inspires you to not just write a set of goals, but to have like a visual dream board that's truly out of your dreams. If it were to happen, it's a dream come true. Because that's how this is so different from setting goals. Setting goals can be very practical, reasonable, and helps keep you motivated. But this is like dreams, you guys. I kid you not, put your dreams. And I'll get into that. Okay, so this is falling over, and I feel like I probably have a ton of headroom. So let me look at the frame, and let me make sure I can hear this. I'm just gonna, really quick. Oh, shoot. Looks like I'm not getting internet. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, now it's gonna play all these ads too. Why is... Just a sec, you guys, while I deal with the technical. I don't usually do this outside on my patio, so we'll see if this is it. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, great. Looking good. There's an ugly cable. There's a lot of work we need to do, you guys, on our place. It's like no joke. We just moved, and we're... Actually, next week's video, I am going to be here with Jesse, and we are... Wait, this is going to distract the heck out of me. Let me turn the sound off. Okay, so we're going to be here. Jesse and me are going to be here, right here, and we're going to talk about kind of just our 3-month update. We're going to do it live because I feel like both of us are better live. It's more organic, and then I don't have to worry about getting it perfect or editing it. It's a lot of pressure. If you're a YouTuber, you know, like it's a lot of pressure when you film yourself and you want to get it right, and then you know you have to edit it, and like you need to enunciate, and you know, just all the things that are swirling through your head when you're trying to film a video on your own. So what's so great about live videos is Jesse and I can just sit down with you guys. We can give you a 3-month update on living in our mid-century dream home, which is actually a product of my dream board 2 years ago. If my friend Kate stops by, she can attest to it, because she was there the night I made that dream board with a mid-century home picture on it, and I thought it really was a dream that would never come true, but I dared to dream, and here I am. So that's a whole other story. But next week, so this time, I think either 5 or 6 o'clock. If this isn't too much trouble and it looks okay with the light and everything, we'll do 6 o'clock so more people can join. I just feel like my other videos, I did them during the day for the lighting, but I don't think a lot of people could come because they're working or, you know, busy with their kids or school or whatever. So I'm gonna experiment with the evening with the hopes that more people can come by. But then I also know this is dinner hour. So you guys tell me, just comment. I keep telling you to comment, and I haven't really gotten many comments. Honestly, there was all this momentum, and then I feel like I took a week off, and January's just been kind of dead. So I hope you guys are out there and ready to dream board. Okay, so really quick, before we get started, I am going to just do a few quick announcements, because this is a live video, and this is an opportunity for me to talk to you guys in real time, which is really cool. And I hope this is public, because sometimes I accidentally... somebody's watching. Somebody gave me a thumbs up. Okay. I think it's public. Sometimes I forget to mark it as public, and then like no one can find it. I'm like, wow. Wow, Alyssa. Wow. Okay. So really quick, my announcements. Okay. There is a feature that has been brought to my attention. Thank you, MagicalKathy. I have a YouTube friend, you guys. Her name's MagicalKathy. Check her out on YouTube. She's amazing. She came by one of these live videos last month and was so super positive. And I was thrilled when I went to her channel, and she's a real person. So a lot of times, if you're a YouTuber, you know, people comment, people come by, but then you like look at their channel or them, and then they're like, they're a bot, or they're spamming you, and you're like, oh, I thought that was like a real viewer. And she is real, and she is awesome. She's in Orlando, Florida, or somewhere near Orlando, because she does a lot of Disney vlogs, and she does college student vlogs, and she is super cool and super positive. So definitely check her out. In fact, I am going to give her a little tag here, because if it weren't for her, I wouldn't even know about this. There's this new thing called Shorts. You guys may or may not know about it. Maybe this week you've noticed over the last few days, I've been posting a lot of videos that are 60 seconds or less, and they're hashtag shorts. You've definitely seen them if you're on a cell phone. But if you're on the desktop, no worries. This doesn't really affect you because you can't really view them from your computer. So this is purely targeting cell phone viewers, like viewers that are watching on their cell phone. It's a new thing from about 3 months ago, so I'm a little late to the party. I want to get into why I'll be doing shorts and why if you are on your mobile, you'll be seeing more of those, or maybe more of those popping up in like, I don't know if you like tap the bell, maybe they come up in your email. I'm not really sure. You guys can let me know. So I'm not trying to annoy you with a bunch of like short TikTok videos. It's just a new thing, and I'll tell you guys about it, and I'll tell you why it's really important, and it's something that I will be doing. So I'm just gonna tag her really quick here. Hi.
Hello. Are you doing a stream?
Yeah.
Can I be in it?
If you want.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, is that gonna work? Yeah, come on by.
I want to be in it. I've never been in a stream before.
Oh yeah, come on by. I'm doing Dream Boards live for 2021. Say hi. Come by anytime. I'll be here every Tuesday. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night. We'll bring some hot chocolate next time.
Oh, thank you. So MagicalKathy is her name, and so, okay, this is really exciting because it's been a long time since I've had a YouTube friend, and when I say YouTube friend, I'm talking about someone that I had a conference call with her, you guys. So it was so cool to like see another YouTuber's face and be like, wow, you're real, and you have all these real goals. And so she's like, hey, check out shorts. So shorts are TikTok-like videos that are on the YouTube app on your phone. And so anything I hashtag with shorts then goes in a different stream, like a different feed. It goes in the shorts feed. So if you're scrolling through, just browsing through, you see suggested videos, you see ads, you see community tab, and then every once in a while you'll see a row of vertical videos. Those are the shorts. So up until 3 months ago, you had to have 10,000 subscribers to post a short. And then 3 months ago, they opened it up to everybody, which is awesome because this is a way for me to get out there and for people that don't know anything about my channel, for them to see a quick video from me and then see a subscribe button and maybe subscribe or maybe check out my other videos. And I've made a bunch of them. I've posted, I think, 3, and one of them has been picked up as part of the shorts category. The other ones still are just kind of sitting out there in no man's land, which is most of my channel. Most of my channel, I feel like, is just kind of in some kind of YouTube black hole like this live video. Anyways, so that one short got picked up, and it's like quadruple the number of views than my average video. So this is a great opportunity for my channel, so please be patient. If you're seeing a lot of those pop up and you're like, what are these short little videos? This isn't like her normal content. Please be patient, please stay subscribed. It's a really great new element for me, as long as there's not as much competition, because like with these videos, like there's probably millions of people doing a live video right now, where with the shorts, a lot of people, I don't think a lot of YouTubers don't know about them yet, so I feel like it's kind of being ahead of the trend type of thing, hopefully. Anyway, so far so good, and I've really enjoyed making them, and because I started making them, I decided to open a new TikTok, and it's called Super Cali Adventures, and the reason I did that is a long time ago, I saw TikTok on the horizon. I saw young kids using it just through stand-up and other events that I would go to in Los Angeles. And I even told Jesse, I think it was like, oh gosh, now it's like 5 years ago. I'm like, TikTok, remember TikTok, it's gonna be a thing. But I personally never wanted to do it because it didn't really call to me. Like, I didn't really need to make a bunch of like wannabe rock star videos where I'm lip syncing or dancing. I love to dance, but it just wasn't for me. I was a little overwhelmed. It was a new platform. I had my hands full with YouTube and kids. So I never really did it, but I did have an account at Super Cali Mama. And as some of you know, and some of you don't know, my daughter Raleigh, who's 5, recently kind of like took over my TikTok. So, it's just all her. Like she's posts like 10 a day. So thank you for anyone that was on it because of me and is like, what is this? So I thought, you know, it's probably best if I just start a new one and start fresh and it just be content that I'm making for this channel. So it's at Super Cali Adventures. And if you go to my channel page on YouTube, you can get all my links if you want to check it out, if you want to follow, if you're on TikTok, if that's your thing. And I'm really excited because I'm making all these short videos for YouTube and then I'm just posting them on TikTok. So it's like, and also I can post them on the Instagram stories. So it's a really great way for me to get out little like highlights of what I'm doing here. So most of my videos are much longer, more comprehensive for you guys that are watching. You know, I like to watch YouTube for a long time. I get bummed when I'm finished with one of my favorite vloggers videos and I'm like, oh, I have to wait till tomorrow for the next video. So I get how it is when you're into a channel. So I'm doing my best to get you guys as much as I can. But you will be seeing a lot of those shorts coming through because it's just really helpful to my channel and I'm experimenting with this new element. So thank you for your patience. Yeah, and finally some good news for California. So this news is not 100% good because it's a result of something that's really awful, which is the whole situation. We all know about it. There's been a huge loss of life and also loss of jobs. It's just been 2020 was tragic, and for so many people, maybe you're personally having an amazing year or you have a positive spin on it, but there's no way around it. It's been really awful for a lot of people. And so this is a silver lining. I wouldn't say it's like, yay, celebration, because it's a result of something really tragic, but it's a silver lining because, and I linked a BBC article that highlights all of this. In fact, I'll just really quick, for those of you interested, the headline is California's Disneyland to become COVID vaccination site. So what this means is Disneyland, also a few other locations like the Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, they will be able to administer, you know, thousands of shots a day. Frontline workers and elderly, people that need it most. But it's a great initiative, and it's the reason it's a silver lining and it's hopeful is the more people vaccinated quickly, hopefully Disneyland can open up again, businesses can open up again, and that's why I'm wearing these little, it's not like the big ears, but it's a little celebration here. Very excited about this news. I was really feeling, you guys, I kid you not, like I've been feeling so down, so tired. I just think this whole situation is really wearing on me. My kids are still in Zoom classes. It'll be a year in March. My husband will have been working from home a year in March, and it's just a lot of wear and tear on so many of us. We are very blessed that we still have he still has work, the kids still have school, we've all been healthy, so I get that there are much worse. We have shelter, we have food, but it's still been a really tricky time for so many people, and that was really good news to wake up to this morning. So I'm a little confused. It leaves a lot of questions because my understanding is you actually need 2 shots of this particular, because my brother-in-law is a doctor, so he got the first round of vaccinations because he's working in a hospital, but what he told us is he's actually going to need a second shot, so it's like a 2-dose. So I don't know how that looks, like how long is it going to take to get all of those people that need it most their second shot? Is this a different vaccine? I mean, there's so many questions still, but it's still really good news for those of us here in California that are just like, we don't see the end. Now we can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. So that's really great. I was really excited to share that with you guys because that happened today. And those news stories broke. I guess it happened yesterday, but the stories were breaking today, and it's just very welcome news for those of us in California and hopefully everywhere else in the world too. The vaccine works and it's available. So, okay, so what was I gonna say? I just have to fix something here really quick. Okay, a little shout out to MagicalKathy. So it's a little frustrating, obviously, because, not obviously, but YouTube has this tier approach Hi, Mom. Welcome. Do you have your storyboard? Do you have your dream board supplies? I hope you do. No. Or you can just hang out with me. I was just saying that YouTube has this kind of tiered approach where if depending on the level of subscribers, you don't have all of the access. For example, I am lucky enough on this channel to stream live from my cell phone, but if you're a new channel, I know this because I have a channel that's newer that I'm not really doing right now, but it's out there and I did it and I couldn't stream live from my phone, so I had to do other things. Like I'm tagging MagicalKathy and it's not like lighting up as a link. You can, oh gosh, that's really loud. It's probably my neighbor's heater. I'm outside. Can you guys hear that? Or I don't know if you can hear it as loud as I can, just a sec. Let me just see what that sounds like. Testing. There's a little delay. This, okay, it's fine. It sounds really loud to me. This cable is driving me crazy. I can't wait to rip that out of the wall. Okay, so, but home improvement is next week. I hope you guys come. Okay, so let's get started. That was my quick announcements. Took me only a cool 20 minutes. Sorry, you guys. I just talk and talk, but I hope you guys are having fun hanging out. Okay. So, cool. Mom, I was just, oh, what is it? I can hear it's the unit for my neighbor's heater and their air conditioning, like it just kicked on and it's super loud. But I don't think you guys can hear it because I think the cell phone focuses on my voice, but I can hear it. It's like I can't hear myself. Whatever. Also, Mom, I just shared the good news that vaccines are going to start being dispensed at Disneyland, of all places, for Anaheim. And then she's like, oh, funny. And then also at Dodger Stadium. So they're going to try to vaccinate as many people as possible per day, which means we might be closer to opening up. Thank you. She says we can hear you. Thanks. We might be closer to opening up, California opening up, closer than we thought. Some people, like, I thought it was going to be like 2 more years. I've heard all of these horrible predictions about like California and Los Angeles and Southern California being closed for a really long time, and I feel like this is that light at the end of the tunnel, that once a certain number of people are vaccinated and this is more under control, maybe we'll go to Disneyland in 2021, Mom. We have tickets still. So she bought us, what did you buy? It was the SoCal Select, because she's in Central California, so she qualified for the SoCal Select, and you got 2 or 3 days, and you still haven't used your last day, right? And then I bought a pass for the first time ever in 2020, and so maybe we kept thinking we were gonna get to go in like late summer 2020, and that definitely didn't happen, but maybe summer 2021, maybe it's our year. I'm so excited. Anyways, I don't want to get too excited because I've been disappointed so many times that, like we've been learning, I think all of us, to be optimistic, but also be prepared to be disappointed, So, all right, let's get started. So here's my, I think it's just us, Mom. Here's the beginnings of my dream board. And before we get started, so we were going to go for your birthday in May 2020, but we did go to Mrs. Knott's Chicken to Go, and that was a blast. It was not, I would have never thought I could have so much fun eating chicken in a parking lot, but we did, and it was highlight of 2020 for sure, and it's definitely like one of my more watched videos, so that was really fun. I'm glad we got to do that that was a blast, she said. Yeah, I'm glad we got to do that for your birthday, 2020. So maybe we could do Disney for your birthday this year. That would be a good encore. So before we get started, I forgot, I owe you guys proof that dream boards work. Now, it's ironic because the only person here is my mom, who does not need proof. She knows, She knows about the law of attraction. She knows that dream boards work. I don't have to prove it to her. However, some of you watching the playback may be a little skeptical, and you might be like, I don't know, Alyssa. I don't think you have proof, but I do. So we moved, like I said, and in the month of August and September, I had to clean out, I had the daunting task of cleaning out our really cluttered and messy garage. And I went through so many scraps, you guys, because I keep everything. I keep like every little thing. Like, it's gross. And so there was just boxes and boxes of scraps and things. And I finally got to a section that must have been the remains of my dream board from when I first moved to Los Angeles almost 20 years ago. It's been like almost 20 years, you guys. And of course, I moved to LA to pursue a career in acting. And as all aspiring actresses do, I made a dream board. And so I found these elements from this dream board way back when. And I found this. I must have been like wanting to put, stars of Hollywood on my board, not even really with that much intention, just like, this is what I want, right? So I put this, it looks like I cut it out. I don't even know where I found this, you guys. It's not magazine paper, but maybe it was part of a perfume ad or something. It's a famous print of Marilyn Monroe. And if you watch all my videos, you know where this is going. But for those of you that are new, so I found this. Now, remember, this was almost 20 years ago. I had not even met Jesse, who is now my husband, who I have 2 kids with. So I forgot about this, right? I had this dream. I've only done a few dream boards in my life, but if I dissect them, like it's almost all happened, seriously, good and bad. So this was on my dream board. So let's forget about that. Forgot about it, lived my life, met Jesse, lived my life, got married, lived my life for a while. We took forever before we had kids because we were frightened, as you should be, but finally we did it. And you said, oh my, it's Marilyn. So my mom got the spoiler. So now my reveal of how I know that you manifest. Now, did I manifest an acting career? No. Did I become Marilyn? No. Did she come back from the grave? No. But years later, something arrived in our life and I completely forgot about that dream board until I was moving. And when I found that, you guys, it was like seeing a ghost. So my mom's already kind of, if you're following the chat, she's kind of let the cat out of the bag, but I'm gonna reveal to you guys why you truly do create and manifest with these dream boards. Okay, here. Okay, so some of you know, like my mom, and I don't even know if you can see this. I'll bring my camera in closer because there's a little bit of a glare. So this is, you guys, I don't know if you can hear me. So this is, that piece of paper is this print by Bert Stern, and it also has a Milton Green credit here, so I don't know the whole history of it. So I don't know if you guys can see this because of the light, so I'm gonna go in a little closer. It is that's right, Mom, it is the exact same print. In my bedroom every day, and unbeknownst to me, it was on my dream board before I even met Jesse. So why this is so crazy is this is not my print. This was Jesse's late mother's print, I think from her college days, and his brother, my brother-in-law, in like the last couple, I think it was like 3 years ago, brought it out from, I think Virginia is where it was, at his dad's house, from his basement. So the first time in my mind that I saw this print was as Jesse's mom's. We have a lot of her artwork, a lot of her prints. We have a lot of his dad's stuff from his childhood home. So this Marilyn that you see in almost every one of my videos, I completely forgot was on my dream board before I even met Jesse. So this is a physical manifestation of something that was on my dream board. Now, this is a good example. It's not gonna happen when you want it to happen. It's not gonna look exactly the way you thought it would look, but it happens. So that's my like physical example. I could tell you a lot of stories. I can tell you about how I literally had pictures of a mid-century home with a pool 2 years ago, and now we're in a mid-century home with a pool. That I had my grandmother's garden that I had drawn a map of my grandmother's garden from our citrus ranch because the ranch was for sale and I wanted to keep it. It felt like impossible. Like I would need $5 million to have my mid-century home and have the ranch. You guys, we still have the ranch. They just sold some of the citrus and my dad's family kept the ranch. I still have grandma's garden. So I felt when I made that dream board, this is a new dream board. This is like me rambling about all my dream boards coming true. So one of my messages to you when you're making this dream board is really dream. Don't make this practical. Don't make this reasonable. Don't feel selfish. Don't feel like you're asking for too much because there's a path to your goal or your dream that you may not see right now. So for example, I thought to have a mid-century home with a pool and to have our citrus ranch, our family citrus ranch in my grandmother's garden, I thought I was being greedy. I thought I was asking for too much. Like, who am I to ask for all these things when some people don't even have shelter? So I felt all these feelings about it, but I decided to leave all of it on my dream board, my last dream board. And I'm so glad I did because I really thought I was asking for too much. I really thought there's no way that could happen. But I looked at that dream board every day and you guys, I attracted it and it's come to fruition. So it is time for me to make a new dream board. And so my dream board, I started with, it says 2021 and then I did an ampersand and I did it wrong. It was like a cursive capital S, so I whited it out. So get some white out if you're like me and you make mistakes. And I put 2021 and beyond. Because again, a lot of these things may happen years later, like this Maryland print. I'm actually gonna move her inside because I don't really like her being out here on the patio naked. She's probably freezing. Just a sec. So you guys, if you haven't already, go get your supplies and we'll start. Say goodbye to Marilyn. She'll be in the bedroom. We'll let her stay for the rest of this. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do this for too long today because I do have to get dinner tonight. Jesse and I trade off, like he grills dinner a lot of nights and then I will, just kind of looking at this frame, it keeps moving. It's driving me crazy, you guys. Let me move this. I don't want anything to happen to the camera. Okay, so Jesse, he grills some nights, and then other nights I, roast or saute and boil in the kitchen. And tonight is my night. It's a pretty easy dinner, but I don't want to start too late. So I have about a half hour. So let's actually do this now. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but so my thing was 2021 and beyond because it can really happen at any point. It's not necessarily going to happen this year, but the whole idea is everything that you put on here, it's visual. You can write stuff like on my last board, I wrote, "We have all the time in the world," because that was very freeing to me because, as an adult, unlike when you're a child, you start to feel limited. You start to feel like you have less time. So just writing, "We have all the time in the world," for Jesse and me, like with our home, because we had been looking for a home for 10 years. It really felt like, is this ever gonna happen? So writing that really released this urgency that it had to happen yesterday, that feeling, that tense feeling. You guys know the feeling. So I'm going to use glue, I think, and just like put things on here that really have meaning to me, and that are my dreams and represent my dreams, because I have done this in the past where I just kind of make a cool collage and then cool stuff happens, but it's not exactly what you're expecting, right? So like one of my last dream boards had this like interdimensional kind of abstract space, and I almost feel like that's how the last year has been. Like it's been like, whoa, like going through some kind of dimensional travel or something. I think we're all feeling it. And of course, I didn't create that with my dream board, but I can't help but be like, that's kind of the tone of my dream board. Like anything could happen. What's behind this door, So this is a label from Pineapple Clothing. I have a link to their store on all my social media because it's been a long time now that I've been thinking about, doing some sort of affiliate marketing, or like, I don't know what you want to call it, where like I have a discount code, and if you use that discount code, like I make some money. So I'm trying to make money this year. Like I've been like doing this as a hobby, this YouTube thing for years as a hobby, and I'm really ready, and I feel like I'm worth it to make some money at this. So I'm not gonna sit around and wait for the YouTube ad revenue to pour in, because I've only made like $40 in 2 months. So this is, to me, reminder about this clothing label that I love. It's like mother-daughter matching yoga pants and dresses. So I love this. I love the product, and so I'm happy to share it with my mom friends. So I am going to glue this on there very prominently as something I want to be committed to, reminding people to go check it out, to use my discount code. I get 20% off. I get 20% off everything. Like even if you use my discount codes, even the sales. For example, they had all these Christmas dress sales for mother-daughter. So like it was 50% off, and then you get an additional 20% off. So I didn't tell anyone about it because I was busy with all the New Year shenanigans, but I like the way that looks. And you can always you can always change it. You can always rip things off and reposition them if it's not aesthetically pleasing. This is something I want to put on my dream board, but I'm not going to. So for my 33rd birthday, I was lucky enough to go to Club 33 at Disneyland with Jesse and a few of our friends, and all I have is this napkin. I have 2 napkins, and I'm not cutting this and gluing this on the board. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture of it, because I wanna go back to Club 33. So, and this time, if I get into Club 33 again, I'm gonna buy a souvenir. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I think when you're young, you just take things for granted. It's like, oh, whatever, this is fun. I wasn't, oh, whatever. Like, it was a big deal. Like, Jesse had been working for years to find someone that was a member. And it turns out my stepmom's cousin, his law firm had like grandfathered in membership. So he was able to make the reservation for us. It was amazing. So I want to go back. I think it'd be so fun. This time I'm buying a souvenir. I don't care like if it's a pin or whatever. And I'm taking pictures. I feel like we took a picture. I don't know if you can take pictures inside. I can't remember their policy on that. We definitely took a picture at the park, and maybe like by the elevator in New Orleans Square. I should find that picture. I want to like frame it. Anyway, so Club 33, this is not getting glued tonight, but what I'm gonna do for those of you that are like me and like don't wanna like trash your like belongings. Oh, thanks, Mom. She's like, so very cool. It was cool. I want to take a picture of it. So you can just take a picture of it with your cell phone and then use one of those apps to get it printed. I think you can either have it mailed to you, or you can like go to your local drugstore. I don't know, I haven't done it for a while, but I'm gonna take pictures this year. Marilyn, sorry, you're not gonna make this dream board because I don't really know what that would bring. Yeah, I've got all this cool Disney stuff, you guys, and I wanna put more Disney stuff in here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I have an Aurora Happy Valentine. Now this I would glue. I love Aurora. I get that the older princesses are kind of boring, but she can dance and sing and talk to wild creatures nature, wildlife, what do you want to say? The animals, birds, she can like talk to them, right? She has fairy godmother. She's got 3. She doesn't have 1, she has 3. And her dress changes colors. Like it's not pink or blue, it's both. So I feel like, and she's got the magic castle. Like, I don't know. I feel like she's got a lot going for her. So I am gonna put her, my patron princess, on my board. And I get that the new princesses are like, you know, a little more independent and, you know, not, their relationships with men aren't quite as dysfunctional. I think if I were gonna pick like a more contemporary princess, it would be like Moana, because she's really making things happen and determined. Nothing's gonna stop her. And because of all the like, you know, Polynesian themes, I'm like really into Tiki right now, so that's like a no-brainer. Gosh, what's her name? The sugar one from Sugar Rush, from you know, Wreck-It Ralph. The first kind of different contemporary Jewish princess, Sarah Silverman. Why am I blanking? Vanellope. I like Vanellope. She's got spunk. I feel like I have a lot in common with Vanellope because she's like really embracing her princess identity, but she's really more of like a hang out with the guys tomboy, but she's got girly, she's got the candy in her hair and she's funky. So I feel like I feel her, you know, but I have to give props to the original OG princess, Aurora, and that's probably why she's in that box. And because this Valentine's isn't like, I think it's probably a Valentine that a little girl gave my daughter Raleigh at some point. So I'm okay with gluing that. Because once you glue it up, like at the end of the year or 2 years, you're probably gonna take it down and refresh it. I do this thing, because I'm crazy. I do this thing where I'll keep parts of like of the dream board. So for example, I kept all of these elements of that last dream board. Like I love this man with a camera, except I want to put like maybe I'll draw a dress on him because that's me. Like I love being behind the camera. I love just everything about the visual composition. Like it's just it's my thing, you guys. So like I want to be up on a ladder taking a picture or a film, or I want a drone, you know, like I want to do it. And then I have these like cool palm tree sunset photos. So I kept all of this from my last dream board.
Can I interrupt this?
Yeah.
What time are you leaving tomorrow? Because Sly just agreed to the price I offered.
Is that
And-
the chairs?
Yeah, and she wants to know if I could pick them. Meet
That's
her
a
tomorrow at
priority.
3:30 tomorrow.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll just go to I was gonna go film at
15:50.
Downtown
All set.
Disney.
All set. 15:50.
Cool. So I was gonna go film tomorrow at Downtown Disney / DCA at Disney California Adventure, but there's a lot happening. I think we have an electrician coming in the morning, which I don't have to be here for that. But then now he's going to pick up some patio furniture that he's very excited about that he just found online, and it's really good price and it's vintage. So that'll probably take priority. So maybe what I'll do, maybe I'll go to a Disney store that's closer, like in Riverside, and do a Disney store vlog, because that's cool. I haven't been to a Disney store in years. I mean, I used to go with the kids all the time at the Santa Monica Promenade. They have a little Disney store there. In fact, I even would make videos about it. We love the Disney store. So maybe I'll just do that to make it quicker if I have to be back by 3. So sorry, you guys. Everyone loves the Downtown Disney and DCA videos. So I try to do them at least once a month. I'm trying to do as much of that as possible. But it is an hour and a half, and I am a stay-at-home mom. So yeah, once to twice a month is pretty, like, someday I'd love to do it every day when my kids are grown up. I mean, the kids are only little ones, so, you know. So this is what I was talking about. This was on one of my dream boards 2 years ago, and the whole idea for me is that magic can happen. Just reminding myself, I have this Egyptian like stamp on the top. I don't even know exactly the significance, but I feel like it's pretty powerful because you see it in powerful motifs, and the Egyptians seem to know what they were doing when it came to, like, I don't know, crazy, you know, life channeling. I don't know what they did, but they did it, you know, pyramids. So I put here, let it happen, and then this door that looked like what's on the other side, like another universe, like your dream career, like and it said trust yourself, like not just trust that it will happen, but trust yourself, because I'm kind of just doing all that I do on my own, and you can really go into self-doubt. Like it's crazy. Like when you're really confident as, say, a YouTuber or whatever you do in life, it's amazing what you can accomplish. And then the moment that self-doubt needles its way in, it's like you can't even form a sentence. So yeah, so this was up there. I mean, maybe I do it again, but 2020 was so wild. I feel like I want to keep my feet on the ground, So I don't know if that's going to make it back up. I do want to do this unicorn, so I'll glue that on there. And thanks for hanging out, Mom. If you have to go, just let me know. I feel like, other people will come by, but I don't know if they'll actually say hi. So, and this is a new time. I keep experimenting with different times because, I don't know, it's like everyone kind of disappeared in the new year. I'm sure you're all busy with work, or maybe you found new channels. I don't know. But I'm here every Tuesday, and so this is supposed to be a patch for fabric, but I just haven't used it as a patch, and it's really sparkly. I don't know if you can see, it's so sparkly. And for me, the unicorn is really significant. My daughter Raleigh, she's 5. I mentioned her a few times in this live feed, and she has type 1 diabetes and celiac disease. So we're dealing with a lot with her autoimmune diseases, and I feel like in her lifetime there could be a cure for type 1 diabetes. I'm not so sure about celiac disease, but definitely type 1 diabetes. And I think there's definitely a path to that. And the unicorn really makes me think of her and type 1 kids, or anyone with type 1, because when you achieve a blood glucose level, which is really hard to do, you guys, it's so hard to manage this disease. It's literally every 5 minutes I get a new reading for her, and it's like that day and night. So if you know a parent with a type 1 kid, like just send them a lot of love and be really like generous, I guess. Like they're tired, they're gonna look crazy and tired, and they're gonna talk about things, and you're not gonna know what they're talking about, but just go like, wow, that must be really hard, and like give them a hug. Because I feel like usually if I start talking to someone about it that doesn't really know anything about it, they're like, they like either want to fix it and be like, oh, well, you could just give her a smoothie, or you'll figure it out, you'll figure out how to treat it, or they kind of like are like, oh, she's really sad, like I'm gonna move over here with this other mom, so it's not like, bringing me down or whatever. So just be like, wow, that would be really hard, and just know that they're going through more than you probably could imagine. So like kind of like a newborn forever is what they're going through, because yeah, anyways, it's hard to manage. So when you have a blood all of that being said, when you have a blood glucose number of 100, we call it what we say in the type 1 community is you're a unicorn. So 100 is a really hard number to achieve. So like this morning, she woke up, she was exactly 100, and then the news of Disney being a spot for all these vaccinations and getting that, like thousands of those out a day soon, all of that hit at once, and I had coffee, and I was like, this is gonna be a good day. She's a unicorn, Disney's gonna open this year, I hope. And yeah, so this unicorn I'm gonna put on my dream board. And where do I want to put it? Do I want to just like cluster this up, or do I want to separate it? I feel like I need something over here. And you know what? Just do this without really caring whether it's right or wrong. You're gonna want to make it right, just trust me. And even if it's not the most visually appealing, A, you can make changes. B, you could redo it. And then C, you're just gonna look at it. Like it's just gonna be like a visual, you're working on your subconscious basically. So like if I see that unicorn every morning, my subconscious triggers cure for type 1. There's gonna be a cure for type 1. Oh, which reminds me, negatives don't work. This is really important, you guys. So if you've never done a dream board, or you're the type of person that like when you, like for example, this is a really good example. So a lot of people at the end of 2020 were like, F 2020, right? Or like F COVID or F Trump or whatever it is. if you focus on the thing that upsets you, you're gonna get more of that thing. So this is kind of law of attraction for those of you that are new at it, those of you that have your black belt, you bear with me, you know this. So if I put something up here where I'm like, no, like no COVID, like I'm just gonna attract more COVID. So instead, you'd put like healthy or be safe, be healthy, like something that's a positive, because you're gonna get more of that. Like something that represents visually. You can write or you can put visual cues. Visual work really nicely because I don't know what it is about symbols and visuals. They work really nicely on your subconscious. Language doesn't tend to be as powerful, but you can definitely do it. Like, for example, if you have a phrase that you know will unhinge something, put that phrase up there, like, you're gorgeous, whatever you need. This, I don't think I can share with you because I think it has, it doesn't really matter because I don't live there anymore, but I'll just fold it over like this. So this I had on my dream board, and it's going back on my dream board. This is in the make money category. Declan and I booked a commercial. Now this was 2 years ago, but this is the check. We've deposited it, obviously, because you can do that now. You just take a picture of it. But I kept the check because it's a representation to me that not only did we do it, we booked the job, we made money. I think we actually made money twice on it because during quarantine, yes, mine sees pictures. My mom knows, she's a life coach, so she knows, and a teacher, she knows what's up. This is where I learn everything, you guys. Like, really, just contact her if you want, like, black belt level. It's like a tongue twister. So we booked this commercial, and what was so great is it got renewed. So commercials, it's so funny because I spend so much time on YouTube, like ridiculous amounts of time, you guys, and I have only ever to date made $100. That's legit the truth. Now I monetized again. I'm on the path to making money this year, thank God. But I work, 20 to 40 hours a week on this channel, and I've been doing that since February of last year. I've had this channel since 2009. It was really just more at a hobby level before, but I still poured a lot of time into it, and I loved it. So just to give you perspective, this commercial we shot in one day. It just took one day. We had an audition and one callback. I think just one callback. So a total of 3 days of work produced like thousands of dollars. So I would feel like a sane person would be like, hey, Alyssa, maybe update all of your family's headshots, call your agent more often, like focus on that because you're making like ridiculous amounts of money per hours worked. But the truth is, YouTube is my happy place. I love it so much. And I did really love working with Declan on that commercial. And he's a pro. He's worked more than me at this point. He's 8, and I love it. I really do. But it's so funny because that's more at the hobby level, because really my joy is doing this channel. So hopefully you guys are on board and you find this. But I am gonna put this up there as a reminder that if we booked a commercial once, we can book it again. I think, we've booked a few over the years. That was the first that it was like a mother-son, but he's booked stuff and I've booked stuff separately, but not very frequently. So I think my mom was trying to say, you are not alone in making it happen, girl. No one can do it for us, even moms. You are alone in making it happen, girl. No one can do it for us, even moms. Yeah. So, perfect timing now that the kids are getting more sufficient. Yes, I do think this channel and my focus on it is perfect timing because they are elementary school years now. So I feed them 3 times a day. I make sure they brush their teeth at night. They brush their teeth. But I mean, when you have babies, you're like every 2 hours doing like everything for them. So it's really near impossible to get that much done without help, is the truth. So anyways, I'm doing it. My mom says it, so it's happening. I'm doing it. So yeah, this is gonna go back on the board. I feel like I'm gonna tape it. I don't know why. I just don't feel like gluing it because I feel like it's such an important thing to me. Yes. Oh, this is from March of 2020. So this was the renewal check, because I think we booked it spring of 2019. Anyway, so this, if you glue something on, unless you cut the board, when you take it apart, it's going in the trash because it's going to get all messy. So I am going to put that on. It'll be like the Club 33. It'll go on there. Hellcat is definitely going to go back on. I love me some Patsy Walker. I'm always channeling her energy. There's something about her. I just feel like, Aurora is my patron Disney princess, and Hellcat is my patron Marvel superstar. No one really knows about her, but that's what's so cool about her. Like, she's been around forever, you guys. She's been around since the 60s. She was in these like romance comic book, way back in the 60s. And with her frenemy, who I'm blanking on her name right now. And she was like in a lot of different Marvel comics from like all the way like the 70s. Just when I start researching all the different appearances she's made, it's just a total rabbit hole. I have a whole spreadsheet. And then most recently, and I'm blanking on the author's name. She's so great. It's a female author. She was in Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat. Or is it Hellcat, aka Patsy Walker? Look it up if you're into this kind of like, it's more for young YA, it's more for young adults, but I loved it. I felt like it was the first time Patsy Walker got her own series. I think there were about 12 issues, and I felt like finally she's starting to kind of get this identity that's unique to her and really likable. She's an American gal that just really wanted to be a superhero but had no superhero powers, and then she finally got this cat suit and trained, I feel like, and she's been to the underworld a few times. Anyway, she's got a really interesting history. Former supermodel, and a lot of guy and mom issues, of course, because she's a superhero. But she's just very unique and kind of, she's completely under the radar. Oh, and this is a Hellcat shirt. So I found this online. It's really hard to find Hellcat anything. So when I do, it's like a really big deal. And I kind of want her, I feel like it would be so cool if she got her own like Marvel movie. I think she made an appearance in a show, but they renamed her and she had blonde hair. So it was just kind of like, is that Patsy Walker? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm sure people will debate that. But so I am gonna put her back on because that's important. I think I'm gonna tape her because I love this. Now this is an example of what you can do. This was something I pulled off the internet. It's a cover. It's a cover to Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat, aka Patsy Walker. Or is it Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat? I can't remember, but it was a while ago. I have all of them on my shelf. It's just been a few months. And a lot happens in a few months in my life. And, it's been a long day. So this I just pulled off the internet and printed when I had a printer. And so this is just on flimsy paper, but this is an example, like if you don't, because I didn't want to do magazine clippings, you guys. Like I went to Target and got my poster board and got my colored paper, and I just didn't want to do magazines because I just feel like they're so unhealthy. I don't need like some abstract picture of a model who's totally fake and like in a contrived situation, and or like, I don't know, a diet photo, or I just feel like so many of those things are so toxic for our subconscious. So I felt like this time around, in my 20s, I would have probably had a stack of magazines and I would have been searching for like cool inspiration, which is fine if you want to do that. But for me, I don't have as many years left to just be arbitrarily like making a dream board. Like I gotta do this with some intention, like this has gotta happen like today. So, but it will, all in good time. So anyway, so this, it's gonna be on here. Camera. Oh, this was my stand-up. I probably won't put this back on because I'm kind of done identifying as a sleep-deprived mom, but it's true a lot of the time still. But this is definitely my stand-up. I did this whole like bad mom jokes, and it was really fun. And stand-up's kind of not happening for me right now because of all the closures here in California. And honestly, I love stand-up so much, but there's just something, it must not be my time for doing it, or it just must not be right now because I don't miss it. Like I thought I would have missed it. that being said, if things opened up again, maybe I would just be like, I'm out of here. I gotta let off some steam and go do stand up. But I don't think that's gonna make it this time around. Cause I don't wanna, so this is the kind of stuff I had on my last dream board. It's just kind of very, interdimensional and wacky. And I don't know, after this past year, I think I'm done. This kind of thing, like, ooh, where are we going? You know, like transversal space. But I don't know, you guys. After the year we've had, I don't think I want to bring on any more crazy. So, all right, I do need to wrap it up soon. I will, though. You know what I'm going to do? I wonder if I can cut this. I was thinking, you know what, maybe I'll just take the earring off because that's just so weird. I found this on the ground, and it was really cool and 80s and groovy, but I don't know what that is. So I think maybe I want it to be a little less abstract this time around. So maybe what I'll do, because I do want there to be like a heart. I want to be reminded that love is at the center, love over all other things. I believe in the power of love. And like, by the way, you guys, with this whole power of love, it's not like romantic love. It's not the kind of love where you just like look the other way. It's the kind of love that is really honest about the situation and feels all the pain, but then can move into a place of love. And like, for example, if someone wrongs you, instead of like trying to get them, like you acknowledge all the hurt and the pain, okay? And Domino's going for her walk. And you, but then you send the whole situation love. You send them love. You can smile and even laugh at the situation because you're just like, huh, that's where they're coming from. And this is where I'm coming from. And I had to do that a lot in the past year because I didn't see eye to eye at all times. None of us really did about what was happening. And it was really hard on a lot of my relationships. And I had to send a lot of love. And like I had to grow and I had to be patient and I had to forgive. And I think we all did from every side. And well, not that everybody did, but you can see when someone's in reaction. And the thing is you become what you put out. Like if you're putting out hate and F this and F that, that's only gonna come back on you. But if you really choose to stand in a place of love, like nothing can touch you, you guys. Like you'll feel pain, you'll be wronged, it'll all happen, but like, I don't know. It's at the center, you know? Like you got a foundation and you can't be blown over. Like you can be hurt, but you can't be, wiped out. So I don't know if that makes sense. I'm speaking in metaphor. I'm speaking in tongue. I do need to wrap this up. So this is the kind of thing that used to be on my dream board. This Hollywood mural of all the greats, the late greats. I do really like, God, who is she? She's really famous, and I'm blanking right now, but look at how badass. I mean, she's just got a work shirt tucked in. Her lips are, she's not taking nothing from nobody. And she doesn't need to wear a fancy dress. I'm sure she did in a lot of, look at her hair and makeup's totally done. I aspire to do hair and makeup, but it's never happened like that. But anyways, I do like that she's just tough, she's gonna do it her way. I like that. Maybe I will put her in there, and I'm blanking her name. Here's a cool Murakami tag. Or no, this is Tokidoki. It reminded me of Murakami, but it's not. They're similar. But I'm not putting that on there because it's like, ah! This is the internet to me. It's so overwhelming. My daughter loves it, and I'm like, whoa, slow down. Mama needs her coffee. I don't know what's happening. What's in here? So these are just a lot of like really important things to me. Ticket from Windsor Castle. I will not be putting that in there. I do not need to go to Windsor Castle anytime soon. Okay, I'll end up in the dungeon. This I like. I might put this back up. Let's see. I'll share this last thing that I might put up because I don't want anyone in my life that is a backstabber or that is really nice to my face and then like undermining me, behind my back. Like, the people, the crazy makers, who's out there. And I'll just let my dream board take care of that so I don't have to stress, So this one it's an old fable. It's an old fable sketch or ink drawing that I found in a book that we have. I think it's Aesop Fable, something like that. And it says, I blow because it is so cold. I blow because it is so hot. And then it's like this goat man here is like, I forget what the saying, it's on the backside. I can't remember where it is. Did I lose it? Anyways, I don't like someone that can blow hot and cold out of the same mouth or something like that. Like basically saying like, in one scenario, he blows cold. In one scenario, he blows hot. And so this person can't be trusted. It's a metaphor. Of course you blow on your soup to cool it down. And of course, you blow when your hands are cold. So it's not that he's doing that, it's that he's blowing both hot and cold from the same place, which means he's not to be trusted. He's not to be trusted. So I put this on my dream board to ward off anyone who's not to be trusted. It works. I feel like I just have like the most awesome people in my life right now, like that call me and care about me, and yeah, and you only need like one. Like you serious, and I know that's even hard to come by because my mom's in here and I'm sure she's like, it's hard, Alyssa, because like for her and me, it's really like, you know, a two person, like I got you. So I get it. I get that this world can be really lonely, and I get that sometimes there's not even like one person that really loves you unconditionally. I get that, and I'm sorry if you're in that situation. And honestly, if I weren't married with kids, I think there would definitely be many times that I would feel that way, because I remember being single and I was in my 20s, and I remember that feeling of like, who cares about me? Because it's all conditional. It's all like, if you're pretty, if you're this, if you're that, you know, and it doesn't feel good. So hopefully you find the people in your life that love you unconditionally, no matter whether you don't make $1 or you don't have a house or whatever, that they love you for you. And on that, I'm gonna end this. Good luck on your dream boards. I still obviously have a lot of work to do on mine, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this inspires you to really dream big and find the symbols. Like, oh, because a unicorn is a cure for type 1. I don't know if I said that, but that's a big dream. It may not happen in 2021, so that's why I said 2021 and beyond, because it's a dream, and if I can't make it happen, maybe my dream board can make it happen through the power of law of attraction. You and my other kids and kids' spouses, so blessed. Oh, my mom, yeah, no, of course. You've got more people than me, but you know what I'm saying. It's hard out there, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up and go make some dinner, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night. I will see you next week. I'll be here with Jesse, and we will be talking about all things like mid-century home improvement and kind of just giving you an update on where we're at and our goals, our home goals, what's happened, all of that. My mom said, the divine beloved, invisible too. Yes, of course, amen. That is if you have no person on this earth, of course you have an abundance in the divine support. Yeah. All right, Mom. Oh, I'm so glad you're inspired. Okay, well, let's all go out, make our dream boards. Oh, and put it somewhere where you see it on a regular basis. So I get that, like, if I put this up in my bedroom, I feel like Jesse's gonna be like, do I need to look at that every day? So my trick, if you live alone, you can put it wherever. I would probably say like in the bathroom, somewhere where you're going to see it every day. So my secret spot that I will see most days, I'm not really getting dressed that much right now, we're still just in the house, but most days I'm gonna open up my closet and I put it on the back wall of my closet, and I make sure I keep my clothes open so I see it on a regular basis. So my closet used to be across from my bed, so I would open the closet doors, push my clothes aside, and just lay in bed and stare at my dream board. So I can't do that anymore because now my closet's not across from my bed, but I think I'll still put it there or put it on like the inside door of one of my closets. So like every time I open that closet, it's there. I take a moment to look at it. And my mom said I decided to look at mine from 1997 and 2007-ish, and I am inspired. Thanks. Time to make a new one. Yes. Isn't it interesting? I think I've only made one once every 10 years too. It's so interesting. I guess we're just on these life cycles where we kind of get really inspired. We make a dream board. We make these dreams come true. We settle into our dreams and think we've arrived, and then we get restless, and it's like a 10-year cycle. I guess that's how it is. So 10 dream boards later. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so you guys, here's to making a dream board every year. or every month, whatever's your pleasure. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell and like this video if you enjoyed it. I really appreciate your support. Yes, always evolving. Thanks, Mom. Bye.